Hello, everyone. Today, the day is finally here. The season premiere of Total Drama Plush 9 is almost here. Can't wait.
Hello.
Ghost.
Hi, Durant.
So, you ready for the big up? You ready for the episode?
Yes, I am. Yes, and I'm already a member, so I won't spoil who got it, who's in.
I see.
How's your day been?
Yeah, it's been fine.
Hmm, good to hear.
Oh, there she. Hey,
Hello.
Emily.
Hi.
I bet you're excited for the episode too, huh?
Of course I am. Yeah, I definitely need it after doing a lot of hard work on the VAF wiki because I've been working so hard on it, and I had some help. Just gonna do.
Hey,
Oh,
Anya.
hi, Anya.
Hello.
So, all right. So I believe we have about nearly 15 minutes before the episode starts. So, who do we? All right. So, who do we think is going to be in the season? I mean, we have about like half of the we have about half the cast already. We already have half the cast being revealed, all of which being veterans. So, I guess I'm I guess all that really the only question we have left is who are the newcomers gonna be?
Um, I don't know. I don't think we'll be getting any this season.
Lackey 2
Well,
exclusive pie.
didn't the trailer say that there was going to be both new and returning characters?
No. Well, no. I think you were talking about. I think you were thinking about the challenges, not the contestants.
Wait, hold, hold on a sec. Hold on a second. Let me rewatch it. Hold on a second. Let me rewatch the trailer because I'm pretty sure. Okay, where's okay.
Cup of tea tonight, darling.
Yes, please, Dad.
Ooh.
Dad. Dad. Dad.
Okay, oh, wow. So, I guess, Oh wow! So I guess this is another pure all-star season, huh?
Yep, but it's good to have another one because we haven't had one since season 3?
It's
Season
actually
4.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. But still,
This is definitely gonna be interesting.
yeah. So it is nice to have another one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I guess who? So who else is gonna be? So I guess the question is who's gonna be? Who's actually gonna be? Who's gonna be returning this time around?
We don't actually know. We know of a few of the contestants.
Well,
we know
yeah, we've
Dennis.
got like about half the. Yeah, we already have like half the. We already have half. We already have half the cast revealed to us. Link's finally coming back ever since like what his last season was 5, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
he stopped being a contestant in season 5, but then he came back for this one.
Yeah, and we got Izadi, of course, Puss in Boots, and unfortunately Ganondorf.
Yeah.
And we also got Cream the Rabbit.
Wait,
Didn't you saw the
Oh.
trailer?
Yeah, didn't you see?
I saw Cream
Yeah,
there.
Cream was on there.
what the fuck? I don't.
You okay, Daron? Have you?
Okay, hold on a second. I need to rewatch this trailer because I don't remember.
I do.
I don't remember ever seeing Cream on the trailer.
She is on there. She is on
Yep.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Yeah, she's on there.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, I was on high school summer vacation. I came back and it didn't go up, so I left.
I think the difficult video that I made was actually the trial.
Because of recording lessons. Are you good? Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Oh, Lakitu X Pinkie Pie.
LOL.
Oh my gosh, Shredder.
Okay, hold on. I need to look. Okay,
I love you.
Yeah.
Now now okay. Oh, there she was. Yeah. Okay, so that's like 6. So we've got about like 6 of the all right, so that's 6 of the characters. So that's 6 of the yeah, so we got 6 characters. So we got 6 of the cast 6 characters revealed. So who's the other 4? So I guess that means who's the other 4?
Can't say.
Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
And I can't
The
say.
season, the trailer did say excuse me. The trailer did say that there were going to be that the cast would be consist of contestants from all across the series history. So
Yep, and there'll be 3 teams this time.
yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, wouldn't 3? Now that I think about it, only 10 contestants in 3 teams. That's kind of a bit unbalanced. Yeah.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Okay.
Okay. And hello, JGG.
Hi.
Nice profile.
Fully certified, right? Yeah, definitely.
And Ashley's gotten dope. She's into her MLG phase.
I'm surprised you guys haven't know this.
Jeez, what's up with Ashley? So yeah, since it's gonna be a while until the premiere starts, and I know I can't share because Firefox is stupid.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, don't you remember? Don't you
Yeah.
remember when I screen shared?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know I can't share.
Me neither.
But I will say this. Yeah, Yeah, so what should we I know what we should talk about. It's about sorry. It's about what the fuck? What was that?
Sorry, guys. Something fell over. Be right back.
What are you looking at?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, you're gonna want to consent a date and
That's better. Alright, once Ron's back, we'll talk about what Sine has surprised us with today. Well,
Okay.
it's been yeah, I'll just wait till Shredder's back. Ron's back. It shouldn't be too long. Because I really want to talk about this on here because this is a big surprise.
All right, I'm back.
Right, Durans, there you are. Now, Sine has surprised us recently.
Yeah, but you're talking about the Mario. You're talking about those new Mario Kart plushes, right?
That's correct. It still puzzles me that Sine did this. Of course, it is again Mario, Yoshi, and Toad because Sine seems to love milking nose free.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but it is quite unique because you technically get 2 plush for the price of 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you not only get a character but also the carts as well.
Wait. I don't. Wait. You. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Are you implying that you can actually remove the characters from the car? Cause.
I'm not sure if you can, but it still would be cool to have a spare Mario, Yoshi, and Toad plush that you could use as a stun double.
Yeah. Yeah, that would though. Yeah, I was like, "There's no way." Like, no, that would be really cool.
Yes, I say this is a step in the right direction for Sine. I just hope they do the other characters and not just leave it at those 3.
Yes. Where is Daisy?
Where's Luigi? And you know what this could also mean?
What?
If we get more of these Mario Kart plushes, we might finally get another sitting Bowser Jr.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I know, you know how people seem to, love trash talking on the All-Stars Bowser Jr., right?
Yeah?
I find it unfair, but it would be interesting. Oh, yeah, yes, of course. Shredder's considering buying the Mario one, which will be good.
Yeah. Probably, if I do plan on getting a plush, I'm probably gonna get the Yoshi one.
Oh, you plan to upgrade Julian or something, or?
Okay, I'm not exactly. Well, it's only a maybe. It's only really a maybe at the moment, but I am considering it.
Okay, I am definitely looking forward to this. I really hope Sinead keeps up because I'm quite excited for these, honestly.
Yeah, it's
they look really.
about time they stepped up their game. Now we're
Yeah.
gonna need now let's just hope they can actually start putting their effort to other franchises.
Yeah, I'm still hoping. What if they do them on Oh my god, that'd be awesome! You know what that would also mean?
What? Yeah, that would be cool.
If they did the bikes, we could have the princesses in their biker outfits.
Now that would be awesome.
Yeah, it would. It would be so good. We could get Pauline, Rosalina, Daisy, Peach. That would be so awesome. Biker. Of course you'd say that, Shredder.
Yep.
In other news, what did you think of the iceberg, guys?
Oh yeah, I gotta say, you did a nice job on that.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. And was there any information that surprised you or anything?
Oh well, I haven't watched it in full yet, but I will get back to it at one point.
I hope you do, because this iceberg gives us a lot of information regarding certain characters.
Yeah, but I am genuinely intrigued to see what else there is on that. I am genuinely intrigued to see what else is in that iceberg because I'm really curious as to what other stuff about restaurant friends I actually don't know because I've been with the channel for like almost 9 years by now. So so I'm pretty much I'm pretty much a I'm pretty much a big aficionado when it comes to the history of Western France and such.
You know what? Here's an idea. So how about after this episode we watch the iceberg together? What do you
Oh,
say?
yeah, that sounds. You know what? Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, you alright with that, DGT? Because I believe you're
Yeah.
sharing.
All right, thanks, man.
Alright then, it's settled. I hope you're ready, Shredder, because we're gonna see the iceberg together! Woohoo!
Hey, your Roy home all right?
Yeah, your premieres were amazing, by the way, Durand. I really liked them, and the announcements you gave got me really excited.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with the wife and part.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see my comment on during the Plus Chat Mayhem one when my melody was singing?
Yeah.
No, I can't take that. No, I don't want that.
Doing fine.
That's not what I came here for.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, one thing is definitely for sure. This is going to be an amazing one. I'm really excited.
Okay.
Just a few minutes left.
Mhm.
Also doing shoot the whoop on Pepper.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, knuckles dancing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think you got it.
I'll pull it in. Pull it in.
There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's a big one.
All right.
You okay? Here, let me have a look. Think you're gonna be okay.
You sure?
Uh-huh. Don't think you need any stitches.
What's that?
Liquid bandage.
Wait.
I should probably be heading back.
You're not a crazy.
Only about 1 minute left.
Oh.
Flag goes back wet, boys. It'll be a fair trade for the lesson.
Yeah, why not? Come home and freshen up quick.
Maybe in my cabin. Now.
Okay. Make sure to keep your wounds clean.
You got it. Oh, you hungry? I can make you a sandwich.
Actually, I have dinner.
All right. Should be starting any second now. Yeah.
That normal?
Wow, it's
the beginning of the season. It's bound to pick up.
You okay?
I just have a bit of a
Give
headache.
me a second now. Oh, I just noticed that Isabel's in her classic outfit.
Oh yeah, that's right. What? Oh my God! It's not! Oh my God!
Barbie,
You know what?
Oh,
there are a lot of ways for toddlers to
thank God.
start learning.
that was horrible.
There we go.
Oh, it's
Oh my god, this will be fun.
Oh my god, that ad just came out of nowhere.
well, at least there won't be a Barbie movie too, right? Okay, this is gonna be big, guys. We can't get through this.
You're ready then. Ten, 9, 8,
8,
7,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Showtime! Here we
All
go.
right, let's get into this.
Oh,
Oh, it's a crash! Wait, wait, it's over!
Look
Wait,
at this!
wait a
JTG, can you remove the captions, please? I said this. Thank you.
There we go.
Oh, there you go,
And
Chef.
Yoshik's sleeping again.
Yep,
Wait
here's
a
our
minute,
cast.
there are 15 contestants.
That's right.
Yeah, that's also in the description.
And of course,
Yep.
me, SpongeBob Rectangle Pants.
The GOAT!
And welcome to season 9 of
So it's probably gonna be like 15 episodes.
And
That's
also
correct.
version to this saga. Does anyone even know what it's called? The playlist is currently listed as the Modern Saga. Yes,
But that's
the
still gonna be
placeholder
outdated
name.
soon.
What is the saga called, Lakeith?
Yeah, what is this saga?
Oh, well...
Lakeith.
Information is
Lakeith.
classified. Whatever.
Why is it classified?
Anyways, this season is going to have a total of 15 contestants from all the eras of Total Drama Plush. From the classic saga, the Dolphin saga, and of course, season
Wow.
7 and 8. This will also be the return of 3 teams, which hasn't been done since season 3. All the way back in 2020. And to make things even more interesting, the teams have already been decided. We have
Oh!
Team Classic, Team Dolphin,
Oh.
and Team Modern. And since I'm not competing, you'll also get to see some more of my Sponge-tastic sponsors.
Yeah!
So let's get the show on the road.
Okay, wonder what
So we have 5
formations
members
will
on
be.
each team. So we'll introduce each member one by one. First up, we have Team Classic.
Yep. Link?
Wait, you're back, Link? Yes, I know I said I was gonna quit after season 5, but Zelda convinced me, saying I've matured a
Oh,
lot.
wow, Zelda got him to come back?
Luck this time. You still sound like you're 5 years old. Shut up! My voice
Oh my
was different
God.
a few years ago. Right.
Thank you.
So, who's next on Team Classic? Warrior competed without me on season 4, so I'm gonna compete without him on season 9.
Wow, about time
Remember the one that
Waluigi
lost
came
that
back.
Mario Party boards? Woody Woods, wasn't it? Woody Woods!
And we found our,
Yeah, it's
we
no
found our
use.
first food.
Well, Silver!
Silver
Season
back the
six.
GOAT!
Unlike season 2, I'm gonna put my powers to good use this time. So you can
Please let
smash
him get
plates
farther
on
in this
Blazer's
season.
head again.
I swear to
I
God.
don't know about that. We've got records of a lot of things. That's how we make the challenges to revolve around your strengths and weaknesses. Well, just as long as you don't make me look like an idiot. Speaking of idiots, we have Wallace. I need my cheese.
Oh my God, he's
crackers. Give me it now.
I figured you'd be happy about that.
Crackers after this
Yes.
introduction. Find them,
Finally!
weird grommets.
Anyways, Wallace will actually
For the most
actually
popular
do
contestant from the
better
class
this
account.
season.
Me, Isabel.
Here she is.
Yep, Isabel returns again. But she's not on the same team as her girlfriend.
We know.
to point that out.
Why?
Damn it, Lakeith,
Lines to the
Don't rub it
music.
in, bro.
Besides that, I'm not here to win. I'm just here to have fun with the challenges.
That's the spirit.
That's
Glad
nice.
you're enjoying the show again.
Hee
Next up, we have
Alright.
Team Dolphin. Oi, mates!
Crash
I thought my team was
Banooka.
gonna be called Team Vegemite.
Team Vegemite.
I don't know, mate.
Okay,
Just
now that Crash is
anything
back,
could
I
be a
gotta say,
better
I'm
name
surprised
than
he
a
got
random
third in
sea
season
animal.
5.
Seasons 4, 5, and 6 were called RV and Z. RVZ is the file format for the Dolphin emulator. So that's why we called that era of
Yeah.
Plush Plush the Dolphin Saga. That's a lot to take in, mate. Could you explain that again? So Cappy,
man,
it's Z,
come on, Crash.
not Z. Oh no, we're not gonna have this argument again. Oh hell no!
And hello!
My name is Crash. What's wrong with that, Sheila? My name is Daisy, not Sheila. It's just that
Chill.
Crash always hung around that annoying white Yoshi fellow. Well, he ain't here, so you can shut your trap. Oh hell no! You can't speak like that to a princess.
Oh my God!
Here.
Oh, chill! Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Cream. So, Cream,
Yeah, you better behave
already
yourself.
won Season 6. What brings you back?
For fun! And also the fact I get to be on the same team as my previous rival / friend, Miss Blaze.
Yep, I'm here
Wow,
too.
Blaze! Oh, wow,
I'll be
Blaze
sure
is
to
back
take
too.
care of you, Cream.
Thank you, Miss Blaze.
And lastly, for Team Dolphin is Shredder.
Yep.
I'm back with my plush upgrade.
Wow.
And
Hopefully-
don't worry,
hopefully this
I'm
time
already
he can
aware of
actually-
what happens in
hopefully
Season
this time he
7.
can actually
and
compete
I
as
promise
himself.
you, it won't happen again. Well, the Plushyverse portal is destroyed, and the head fire shadow has been defeated.
Okay.
So you're all good
Wait,
now.
wait, you really do?
Yeah.
You should catch up. Go watch.
Yeah,
Is there
yeah.
something wrong,
Definitely.
Lakito? No.
Lakeith.
No, for Team Modern.
All right.
Yay! It's the hero.
Yep, the first champion of the season, right?
Hero. Puss in Boots.
Second, maybe.
Thank you. I've been on lots of adventures before I arrived in Vesterland.
Aw, Cream
I
and
helped
Puss are
defeat
bonded. That's so
Varshadow
cute.
in Season 7. And I helped lead the army during the Plush Demise event this year. It's been one huge journey for me.
So,
You're
who's
hoping for another
who's
challenge,
next?
right? Yes, of course. I had thoughts about entering last season, but I didn't know who I could partner with. But now, since I heard I'll be competing against a heap of Tall Drummer Plush All-Stars, I'll give it my best. And don't
Thanks,
worry,
Puss.
this season will have a lot of challenges. They'll put your skills to the test.
Oh, I think I know who this is.
Take 'em on.
Just
And
tell-
I'm back too.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
I know we're on separate teams, Izzy, but I still wish you luck.
Same to you, Lottie.
Okay,
I
good.
love you too.
Okay, just show. All right, just get Ganon out the way. We all know.
Me your shit.
You should.
Drink a
Yep.
load of coffee, so I won't fall asleep today. Good, 'cause Season 7 gave you a
What should
rough
be
time
eliminated
with that
first
problem.
again?
Yeah, and oh, sorry for swearing. I didn't realize there was a kid here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks to Sephiroth. Yay! I get
And
to be
Alice
on
is
the team with
back.
my boyfriend. Woody isn't here. And I thought you were dating
Agreed.
Steve.
Wow, Steve is the only. Wow, Steve's the only classic champion
Unless if she's
not
wanting to be
here.
in a polyamorous relationship. Okay, and now for the final member of Team Mo.
Oh no.
Yep, here he is.
I'm back! Ready to destroy you all this season! Ganondorf? Nikito! I thought you said you were gonna add everyone from Team Virus on the banned list! Well, I was going to, but I realized
look, this
we were
time
low
it
on
wasn't
villains,
Lakitu's
so
fault.
I had to keep at least one of them.
Lakitu, tell the truth! Just tell the truth, bro!
It's going to get us all killed!
Who's so terrified?
I better keep my eye on Ganondorf so he don't do anything stupid! Why does Ganondorf have to be back? Sorry, Isabel. I've beat him many times in my game, so I'll make sure he gets eliminated early.
Please do. I wish I could say I hope so, but we all know how antagonists
Don't worry,
are.
Cream. I'll protect you.
Thank you, Miss Blaze.
Now, Ganondorf, Burr's shadow is dead, so there's no need for you
If he was dead, then you'd be dead too, Puss.
since we're on the same team. You fool! I work by my own rules. So, being on a team means nothing to me. Well, I know exactly who I'm voting off first. You really have to accept Ganondorf's entry? Shut up, Cappy. Now, since we have 3 teams, the vote-off system will only affect the team in last place. The winning team will get an advantage for the following challenge. Second place is safe for the episode, and the losing team, of course, will have to vote someone up. Alright, team. If we lose, we vote off Ganondorf. Got it? Definitely! Right with you! Yay! Well then, you wanna play like that? I'll be even more of a threat then. Not just my rivals, but literally everyone. I made a serious talk on you before the first
Woke up and chose violence as a win.
Anyways, before we take on the first challenge, let's see what your thoughts are on this season in the confession cam. Even Lord Ganondorf is here. How's you feeling about this season? As Zelda said, I've matured a lot since I last competed, so everyone get ready to see a smarter and stronger Link. Hey everyone,
I sure hope so, Link.
playing with Barbie dolls. Well, I just thought to tease Link since he was in the confession camp just before me. But anyways, since I got my plush upgrade, I've been feeling a lot better about myself. So I'm going to try my best to ensure my team will give it their all. I know I'm a separate team to Izzy, but doesn't mean I'm going to go easy on the others. I'm going to try to win this time.
The doctor.
Hello?
Cheese!
I'm really scared of Ganondorf, and he gives me the creeps. I'm really glad Miss Blaze is here.
What did I just
She's
say?
a really good friend of mine.
Alright, forget winning this season. My main mission will be to protect everyone from Ganondorf.
You
if
do that,
Ganondorf
Puss.
gets near my friends, he'll get to experience my telekinesis. It's no use!
Oh my god!
I hit the camera. Anyway, I'm not on the same team as my ex, as he'd make it very awkward for me. But yeah, this 3-team mechanic will definitely be interesting. I'm all fired up. I'll need to find a way to stay awake without drinking coffee, because I don't know how much coffee I'd need for the long challenges.
Oh
And
boy.
too much coffee can make me sick.
Why do I feel you might go hyper?
Listen up, everyone!
Oh god.
What he wants, crap!
Okay, we'll do more Woody Wood jokes.
Okay, Woody Wood.
This season is pretty wild. The only thing we need this season is a Vegemite challenge. I'll definitely make it all worth joining. Yay! This season is going to be fun with Woody! Yay!
He's not in this season!
No, I'm not here to win. My objective is to help my team as much as possible.
going to
Even if
ensure.
that involves fighting myself off.
Aw.
Oh, no! I did not want to be on a team with Crash! The others are fine, but Crash still smells!
Oh, come on!
And it makes me feel sick!
Oh, come on, Daisy. At least Crash isn't as bad as White Yoshi.
Only Lakitu knows the real reason why I'm here, and he's forbidden from letting the cat out of the bag. So, you all, prepare for calamity!
Blah, 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 blah. Shut the
Oh, SpongeBob sponsor time!
I'm back with more sponsors. Now, today, I'm proud to announce my first Pokemon game coming out for Switch 2. It's Pokemon Let's Go SpongeBob! Yes, it's a Pokemon game, but you can only catch SpongeBob characters.
That just sounds like fun.
I might even make a Let's Go Patrick version 2 for you all.
Please do.
Yes, let's go, Patrick!
Okay, we've listened to your feedback about
Who's
the
the-
YouTube
Alright, so how's the
being
voting's
ranked.
gonna work?
So we've set up a new system. For a limited time after each episode, you'll get to vote in our anonymous poll system.
Ooh,
Who you want to
this is
see get
smart.
eliminated. You can only vote once, and only we can see the votes.
Oh,
each
so it's
elimination
okay.
should be a
Oh,
lot
this is-
more
Oh, this is
suspenseful
kind of like how
time.
SACE
Well,
does it.
everyone, I guess
That's right.
it for the introduction
Nice.
episode this season.
Alligator, seriously, get it up!
Give it a rest. Anyways, our first challenge will be the return of the Plush Mountain Challenge again. But since we got 3 teams this time, it should be a lot more chaotic. Especially since I know that a couple of contestants are afraid of heights.
Seriously? Your
Oh.
heart is cold as stone. Anyways, I hope you're all prepared for the first challenge. And to make sure you don't miss out, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Yep,
and
of
hit that
course.
notification bell.
And of course, give this video a like and share it with your friends if you want to show support.
So, anyways, I hope to see you back for the first challenge of
Total Drama Plush Season 9.
And that's how it is, that's the end of the episode.
Hey y'all, it's your Nintendo Nerd
Alright,
Shredder here,
already
and
jumping
this
into it,
is
alright.
the 13th anniversary of Vesta and Friends. And
Hey!
today, we'll be going over the Vesta and Friends iceberg. Now, this is actually an updated version of an old iceberg from the VAF Reddit, but now has new, added, and replaced sections. This was created with help from Yoshi Lover, who
That's
I will
me!
be talking about in the iceberg too, and I want to give her a shout out for all the help. Anyways, let's get started. Section 1. Now, first off, we'll be discussing about my favorite plush series, which
Yep.
is Total Drama Plush. Now, I
Coincidence.
first started this back in
Yep.
2016, mainly because I wanted to start a plush series based on one of my favorite childhood shows, Total Drama Island. So when I started the series, I was just really doing it for fun, and I really enjoyed it. And that's why I've made a Season 2, Season 3, and I ended at Season 3 to realize that it was a big mistake ending it there
Hey,
because
Bruno.
I really enjoyed making
Hello.
these videos. So
Hello.
I kicked off back from Season 4, made it a revival, and we're still going on today, which is great. And I've always got new ideas with this series, and I'm always listening to fan feedback too. And I can say that Season 9 is going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
What of Light Plush? Now, this series, I actually started off, it was originally just going to be that plush parody, but I got a lot of comments saying you should make a series based on World of Light. So
And we all
I did,
know what
and
happened
it
next
kicked
time.
off very well. In fact,
Yep.
it's my most popular series to date. So yeah, I'm glad I started it, because if it wasn't for that series, I would have not been as big as I am today.
Yeah.
And originally, World of Light Plush was only going to have like around 10 episodes, but because you guys were loving it so much, we added more and more characters, and that's how it ranked up to about 20 episodes. Now, the original series did have quite a lot of problems, so that is one of the main reasons why I wanted to remake it. Now, the Chocolate Master Rages the Games. Now, surprisingly, this is actually a reboot of one of the Clabbish series. Now, it was basically a series where the Chocolate Master rages at games and also YouTube videos.
Oh.
Darn it, the ads.
But
Why
since
did
the
you have
Chocolate
ad
Master got
block?
revived back in 2021,
Yeah, YouTube doesn't allow ad blocks.
I thought of a really cool idea. Like, what if I remade that series, but made it like Vesta and Friends Plush Gaming, but always with the camera on for the Chocolate Master in view? And the whole idea of having these videos is having games you would rage at. So I think it would be hard for him to rage at like Animal Crossing or some easy game that he wouldn't rage at. But yeah, I think it's kind of a fun gaming series to have, something different to Vesta and Friends Plush Gaming and Shuro the Gamer. And we're almost up to episode 69. Yeah. Now, Vesta and Friends Plush Gaming.
Yep.
Now, this series started back in 2015, mainly because I wanted to use my plush characters for gaming videos again, because I hadn't really done that since like Vesta and Yoshi Play, which was just Vesta and Yoshi. But with this series, I was actually inspired by BMF 100 gameplay, so if it wasn't for him, this series would have not started. And also by doing these videos, it helped me get very good at doing improv with the characters, reacting to the gameplays, thinking of jokes to mock each other with, and also having the opportunity to try games that I would have not played in my own time too. And I know that a lot of you guys want to see like Cream play in these videos.
Yeah, but baby!
I do want Cream to play more, but it is very hard since I have to pitch her voice when we use her. So we'll get Cream to play again at some point, but I think that will probably be in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, because I think that will be a good game for her to play. Maybe for Plush Gaming, it would be a bit hard for Shuro the Gamer, because there's a lot of editing. And of course, Vara Shadow won't join Vesta and Friends Plush Gaming either, because that's another character we have to pitch the voice with. Now, Shuro the Gamer. Well, that's me, Shuro the Gamer. Well, I'm talking about the series. Now, the reason why I started Shuro the Gamer was I was starting to not really enjoy Shadow the Gamer that much, and I was just trialing out with doing it with Link for Breath of the Wild, and I found it pretty fun. Just fun interacting with the characters, just having conversations, and it's just pretty relaxing, just being able to play some games casually, do some playthroughs and all that, and just enjoy the game and have a good conversation, or even some funny jokes when it comes to like Woody and Steve and all those idiots and Thomas saying foghorn stuff.
Yeah.
I always wondered what it was like to have a... Oh, Thomas! Thomas, I swear to God!
Now, of course, the main Plush series. Now that actually started all the way back when this channel started back in 2012. And the first episode considered in the main series besides the pilot was Vesta is Watched. Now that video was of course unscripted. Well, most of it, well, pretty much all the videos were unscripted till like 2015, 2016 or something. So it was a pretty big mess.
I just followed it.
But yeah, when it got to like 2017, 2018 especially, that's when I started to use scripts, and I was trying to make sure that these videos had a proper storyline, had a proper plot, and it wasn't just characters being thrown at the window for like no reason at all. But when it comes to the present, the main series now, I'm just trying to focus on a lot of different characters, so at least a good amount of characters get spotlight. We're focusing on Sonic and Blaze for a while, focusing on Daisy at the start of this year as an example, and even going back to some other characters like Link and Zelda too. But also in the main series now, on ideas that were originally going to get like full series, I now just put them into the main series, like Mario Kart Plush as an example. And of course some ideas I'm unsure of, so I just do one video and see how it goes, and if you guys like it, I'll do a sequel. Now, of course, we'll talk about my friends. So we got Big Mario Fan 100. So now I've known him since 2014, and I'm really glad I met him because we've done so many collabs, we've had so much fun playing games, and of course we've got a really strong friendship. And of course we've got Cute Yoshi Lover, who's also a really good friend of mine. And she helps me now with some new ideas for my videos. She does the Gmod artworks, she helps with the scripts, and even including this iceberg video as well. So I thank you so much for that. And now we
Aw,
get to
you're
Daniel
welcome.
Plushy Gaming. Now, he also joins for a lot of collabs as well. Well, the four of us do the collabs together. And the main thing with Daniel is that we've got our friendly rivalry, which is the waifu war. And with me with Rosalina, and him with Daisy. And I swear, every time we chat, we always bring up the waifu war, which is just hilarious. Now for the remastered videos. Now, for the reason why I decided to do these was because I thought it'd be fun to remake these really good videos. Starting, of course, with World of Light Plush Remastered, which actually remakes 2 episodes at a time, and of course fixes problems that I had with the original.
Mega millionaire Charles Munger Jr. is spending millions to defeat Prop 50 and help Trump's agenda. But
hold on.
Oh my. I think one of my favorite of the remake videos. I really like what Vaf did with the Red Yoshi's Biggest Fear, because it's because I'm sure we all know what came out of that one, right?
Yep, it was the debut of the best character, Steve.
Yeah.
Make these really good videos.
Okay.
Starting, of course, with World of
How
Light
about
Plush
to win
Remastered,
what?
which actually remakes 2 episodes at a time, and of course fixes problems that I had with the original. Now, there's also been some other remasters, for example, like Sonic's Amiibo Battle Remastered is a good example. Now, those ones are actually the canon versions of those videos, so the original's no longer canon. Mainly, for example, in the Mario's YouTube video competition video, the original, Vesta moved, even though he can't move, so that didn't make sense, so no longer canon. Alright, now we're to section 2. And first up, we got my friend Mario Sagani.
Yep,
now, the reason why I just put him a step below is because he hasn't really been in that much videos, especially in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Now, he's mainly known for voicing Yoshi and also joining for collabs. And also the reason why I created Yoshette was so I could have the green Yoshi in my videos without the original Mario Sagani Yoshi being replaced. Next, we got the Plush Pranking Crew, which is actually quite an old Vesta and Friends plush series, but actually got a reboot with Mischief Day. Now, Plush Pranking Crew was actually inspired by a TV show called Prank Patrol, which is why Red Yoshi calls Scotty Tweety his Lord and Savior. The other inspiration I had was the 3 Idiots series from BMF 100. Because I just found that series really funny of how the characters interact with all the stupid things going on. So I thought, what if I made my own series focused on stupid things that happened, but specifically pranks. Next we got FNAF the Plush Week. Now, I made this series because that was around the time I actually started playing all the Five Nights at Freddy's games properly, because before that, I was kind of a bit too scared to try them, so I ended up playing them for Shadow the Gamer. I was freaked out, but now I'm pretty immune to the jump scares. But back then, I was like, these games are really good, so I was like, what if I made my own plush series based on the games? So with FNAF the Plush Week, I tried to make it feel most like the games as possible, which is also why every night ended with a jump scare. Like, it was a good series. It did have a couple of problems, mainly the ending, but the ending ended like that because there was no possible way we could have all the characters actually dead and continue the series just like that. But yeah, I can confirm that's one of the series that won't get a remastered version. Next we got Smash Brothers Plush Tourney, which was actually in a way a sequel to World of Light Plush. That series went pretty well, but not as well as I hoped it to. But surprisingly, the All Battles version of Super Smash Bros. Plush Tourney has got more views than the original episodes and the movie for some weird reason.
What?
So, I don't know what YouTube was thinking of recommending the battles instead of the movie, but okay. Now, there was actually going to be a Season 2 for Smash Bros. Plush Tourney, but that got
Except
cancelled
for
because
hissy
I
fit
just
when it was
wasn't really
cancelled.
too happy with how the first season went. So, yeah, it will just be one season, and that's all it'll ever be. But I can say there may be plans to do another plush tourney in the future within the main series. Next, we got Vesta and Friends plush shorts, which was kind of inspired by like Sonic shorts, but also like those other short type videos like with ASDF movie and all that. But of course, since these videos were made back in the unscripted era, they were very, very all over the place. But with the modern shorts, of course, they're all scripted. And I like the idea of having themed shorts now.
Yeah.
So every volume feels
Most
like there's
recently,
actual
the Sine
purpose
one.
now. Like
Yeah,
the
the
latest
Sine
one
one's
being
my
the Sine
favorite.
one, which was
Oh, yeah, I
mainly
really
to
like
roast
that one
Sine,
too.
but also to address the problems we have with Sine. Now for section 3. Now, firstly, we got White Yoshi in the Wild. Now, of course, that original series was pretty bad. I even hated it, mainly because I had to go quite far with all my filming equipment, and it was pretty painful, and not to mention the series was a bit painful to watch. Now, of course, White Yoshi believes that Season 2 is happening right now, and he's doing it, which is kind of just a running gag of White Yoshi showing off his Season 2. But at least when it does happen now, it's a little bit better because Crash is there with him. Now we got Baby Mario's Plush School, which was actually originally made in 2015, but there was also a 2020 version. Now the 2015 version, of course, was unscripted as well, because that was mainly because I wanted to start a Plush School series. And in the original, Bluey was in it, but because everyone hated Bluey, she was pretty much kicked out immediately. And then there's the 2020 version, which a lot of people don't know. The 2020 version is actually a half remake, half sequel, but a lot of the stuff that happens is in reference to the original. Next, we got the Pokemon Plush World. Now, this was a series that started back in 2016 and went all the way into 2019, which was crazy. There was 30 episodes. Some of them were a bit short and some of them were longer than others, but it was a pretty alright series, especially for how I coped with it not being scripted for at least half of it. But yeah, I was mainly wanted to do a series like that with the Ash plush I got, because I wanted to see what it would be like to have like my own feeling Pokemon anime, and I think it turned out pretty well overall, even if there might be some things that aged poorly. But yeah, I can also confirm that is another series that won't get a remaster, also for the fact the Pokemon Plush World has officially been destroyed.
Plus, it would have taken forever.
Now we got my second YouTube channel, which is called TGV Model Railway.
Yes, that one.
Now, if you don't know about this channel, of course, it's got a bunch of train videos on there. It was mainly created because I wanted to show off my progress of my model railway, and now it's pretty much finished. I don't know what else to do with it, so that's why there hasn't been too many videos on that channel. So it's mainly just the train channel now. But yeah, if you're interested in train-related content, I do recommend you give it a watch. Now we got Super Mario Plush Saga. Now, this was actually the series that won one of my old polls. One of the other series on that poll was Mario Kart Plush, but that ended up in the main series. But this was the one that won the poll, a Super Mario Plush series. So I made a Super Mario Plush series, and it didn't really do too well view-wise, which is why the series only got about 8 episodes, which I was originally going to do about 10. But I think from how it turned out, I think the 8 episodes went fine. Like, the story didn't feel rushed, and it didn't feel too long either. But yeah, if you do like a Super Mario Plush-themed adventure series, I do recommend you give this one a watch. Now we're going to talk about the 3 Vesta and Friends movies. First being Plush Forces, the first movie. Now, what's funny about this movie, the first thing that was thought of when writing the scripts was actually the Isabelle and Blue Yoshi death scene. That was actually the first scene I noted down. And the rest of the movie was actually to build up to that, and also have that huge battle scene in part 4. But yeah, I can also confirm that movie was a bit rushed, but that was also around the time I finished high school, and I was preparing for TAFE, And also the power went out for a long period of time, so parts of the movie I was actually making with the power out. Now for movie 2, which was actually planned back in 2021, but I didn't make it till the end of 2022. Now this movie was made since I wanted to do like a multiverse type movie that included Pokemon Plush World, Star Wars Plush, and of course the Dark World, which ended up being called the Omega Dungeon. Now, there was actually going to be another world that I was going to go to, which was like a reverse world where everyone acted opposite. Now, that idea ended up being scrapped because I couldn't find a spot in the script to fit it in where it wouldn't feel forced and tedious. But I can also say, overall, I do like this film better than the first one, mainly because I managed it better. And of course, it wasn't rushed like the first one. And now for movie 3, which I've had a lot of feedback saying it's the best of the trilogy. So if you haven't seen movie 3 yet, go and watch it. Now, movie 3 was originally never gonna happen, but I just thought of this really cool idea, which was inspired after I watched Deadpool and Wolverine. A lot of you didn't realize, but Plush Demise actually took a lot of the plot from Plush Forces, but made it a lot better and a lot more dramatic. And of course I had some other inspirations too, being like from Marvel movies, specifically like Endgame, and even some Pokemon too, with like Rise of Darkrai. Now for section 4, which will start off with a canon event from the Clabbish era, which is the Chocolate Master breaking Elmo's eye. Yes, that is one of the only Clabbish era events that is considered canon, because Elmo still has lost his eye right now. Because Elmo's eye is still missing. Character development arcs. Now, over the years, there's been a lot of different arcs. Two ones that get talked about is mainly Purple Yoshi's corruption arc, and of course Isabelle's new love arc. And of course there's some other arcs that focus on character development. Now notably Daisy and Amy has gotten character development because I have had feedback saying that there's some elements that make them a bit unlikable. So Amy dating Silver has helped, and Daisy breaking up with Luigi has helped Daisy reflect. And of course there's also arcs that focus on very side characters too, like Claudia as an example, because there needed to be a reason for why Claudie hadn't been showing herself in so many years. Now let's talk about my waifus! Yes, it's not just Rosalina, but there's also the Pokemon waifu, which is Nessa, and of course, Isabelle and Audie! Oh, I'm so dead. Don't tell Isabelle and Audie. Now last in this section, we're going to talk about the VAF character secret crushes. Firstly, there was Bowser Jr. x Vesta and Friends Wendy, which of course didn't work out. Not even close. There's also Bowser x Purple Yoshi. Now, there was going to be a video, but this idea got scrapped. There was going to be a video where Bowser wanted to date Purple Yoshi because she looks like Barney. There's also Deadpool x Bayonetta. Well, Bayonetta ain't here yet. But it was mentioned in a Vesta and Friends Plush Gaming episode where Deadpool was showing strong signs that he had feelings for Bayonetta when he was playing Bayonetta 2. And of course, there was Sonic x Amy from 2019 to 2021. But I never liked that ship because it's really overrated. And lastly, we got Tails x Cream, which I can confirm we're not going to ship those two because I consider them way too young to be dating. Section 5. Now, firstly, we got some scrapped gameplay videos. Yes, not just Plush videos being scrapped, but there's also been some gaming videos being scrapped as well. There was going to be a Vesta and Friends Plush Gaming episode on 1-2 Switch, but that had to be cancelled because I couldn't really make it work well with holding both Joy-Con and trying to get the game to work properly. So, yeah, that got scrapped. Secondly, there was an Overwatch video on the Xbox that got scrapped, but luckily I did manage to do a retake of it though at a future date. There was also some older videos too back in the Clabbish era where I was doing gaming videos with my friends. And there was a video where we did Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, but it got so chaotic that I didn't release the video. There was also 2 Vesta and Yoshi Play videos that got cancelled as well, which was Super Mario Kart and Wii Sports. The Super Mario Kart one got scrapped because Vesta called Yoshi a frog, and Yoshi got really offended, so I decided to scrap the video, even though that would have been hilarious if I kept it. And for the Wii Sports one we did, that one got scrapped because Vesta and Yoshi didn't use their own Miis for some reason. I thought it was kind of awkward that we used, well, my Mii and Yoshi used Mario Sagini's Mii, so that was a bit awkward. I don't know why we didn't make our own Miis. Now for the canon timeline. Now, a few years ago, I did make an official canon timeline. You can see it right here if you want to have a look at it, but it is a bit outdated now.
Yeah,
but I can say events that are 100% canon are, of course, the 3 movies, Total Drama Plush, and, of course, videos that are in those ARC playlists. Now, for the non-canon episodes. Now, for an obvious one is Squid Game Plush Obliteration. That is not canon. And, of course, a lot of videos from the Clabbish era are not canon. And the original versions that now have a remaster are also not canon. Except for World of Light Plush, because the remastered version hasn't really revealed the ending yet. Now, I'm going to talk about the end of Show the Gamer. Now, that ended at the start of 2024, which is surprising because that would have marked the 10-year anniversary of Show the Gamer. Now, comes to the reason why I wanted to end it. I did talk about it earlier in this video, but it was mainly because I was just not really enjoying making Show the Gamer videos anymore. I just felt kind of soulless just doing these videos on my own, which is why I like doing these videos with my characters now. And just making gaming videos solo, I was just losing motivation. I just didn't really know what to do new with like new games to play and such. And especially view-wise, the Show the Gamer videos didn't really do very well, except for like the Amiibo Tonys, because I know you guys really like those. But yeah, that's when I decided back in 2023, I wanted to make sure that Plush would be my main focus. So this is a Plush channel, but also a Plush gaming channel. Now for section 6. Now, there was an era where I made MLG videos. There was an era of Vesta and Friends where I made MLG videos, and those are some of the only videos I have on my channel that got demonetized for obvious reasons. Mainly because of some really inappropriate MLG memes and references to something green that I shouldn't talk about here. Now for fourth wall breaks. I really don't like breaking the fourth wall. It just makes the video feel like it's not real. I'm not real. I'm not real. So yeah, if we do fourth wall breaks, it's only in casual videos and maybe for Show the Gamer. But yeah, I don't like breaking the fourth wall. I can confirm that. Now, we got some unfixed video mistakes.
Unfixed video mistakes?
I make mistakes. I'm only human. Well, I'm Plush, but I am human in the real world anyway, as I'm talking from the real world. But yeah, notably, there's an unfixed video mistake, the worst of it being in Yoshi's Frantic Bowling Party. Just have a look at this ending.
You don't do bowling!
What? Okay. What?
Now, the audio got completely wrecked, and that was because there was an error in the edit, and I didn't check the video before I uploaded it. Which is why I always watch the entire Plush video to make sure there isn't any problems like this in it. So yeah, unfortunately, the original audio to that video had been lost. But at least that video's got a sequel, which is Yoshet's Frantic Bowling Party. Now, of course, there's been mistakes in my gaming videos as well, a lot being in Show the Gamer, but there was even one I remembered in Vesta and Friends Plush Gaming. There was an uncensored swear word in the Mega Man 11 video. Oh my god! I actually put the censored beep in, but I forgot to mute the swear. I'm such an idiot. Now, there has been some mistakes in recent videos, but I'd rather not mention them as I don't want you guys going back to point them out. Now we got the lore to Vesta and Friends. We got a playlist for that. But of course, the 3 movies explain the lore of Vesta and Friends pretty well. At least into the Plushyverse and Plush Demise did pretty well. And of course, the main thing being, if Vesta was killed, Vestaland and also every Vesta and Friends world wouldn't exist. Which is why Virus Shadow can't kill Vesta. Because if he kills Vesta, then even the Omega Dungeon would be destroyed. Section 7. Now, we're up to the part where we talk about why Blue Yoshi left.
Oh.
Now, the reason why I wanted Blue Yoshi to leave was mainly because I just didn't really like using him anymore. Like, he's literally just a dumber version of me. And I just also feel like he had a lot of problems that also made him pretty unlikable.
Yeah.
But I can say I do have some more ideas with Blue Yoshi, but that won't be revealed till a later date. Now, not just Blue Yoshi, but also I'm going to explain why Blue Kirby and Yellow Kirby left.
Yellow Kirby are gone.
Now, the reason is because I wanted to make normal Kirby the main focus. So I wanted to get rid of the clones and make main Kirby the main focus. So I can have him use all his copy abilities, the inhale, and even take them out of World of Light Plush Remastered. But I can say, even though they're not in World of Light Plush Remastered, there will be a replacement. Now, I also got my cancelled Nabbit series. Now, back in like 2015, I think it was, or 2016, I can't remember anymore, because they just all blend in together. But Nabbit was talking about him having his own series. Now, this Nabbit series was originally going to be a top 5 series. We did record the first episode, but I just didn't like how it turned out, so I ended up scrapping it. Which, surprisingly, I ended up doing another series, but with not just Nabbit, but heaps of characters, which ended up being a top 10 series. But, yeah, I think that series didn't go so well either. So that's why I ended the top 10 series. Which is also why you gotta use scripts, because otherwise sometimes you won't even know what you're talking about. Now we're up to Section 8. Now in Section 8, we got Team Virus. Now the reason why I wanted to have Team Virus is because I thought it'd be cool having like a huge supervillains team. Mainly inspiration from not just Marvel, but also Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon with Team Rainbow Rocket. I can also say there is one member of Team Virus that actually wants to quit. Now we got Amy's personality. Now, the reason why she got character development was because she was also considered unlikable, which her ship with Silver really helped her get over her thing with Sonic, which was also pretty similar to Daisy as well, which is why Luigi and Daisy broke up. Now for Purple Yoshi's personality. Now, she just was, like, started off being, like, a very mediocre character.
Yeah, she
was. But when she ended up being a rival to Isabelle, that's when she got extremely toxic. And she started to show her true colors when it came to Total Drama Plush Season 3. And since she was so unlikable, I decided maybe I should just make her even more unlikable and turn her into a villain. So at least there is a reason to heavily dislike her. Now we're at Section 9. Firstly, we got Vesta's backstory. Now, I did mention this earlier, but Vesta is actually the anchor being of Vestaland. Yeah. And even though Vesta is on Team Virus, he is still loyal to all of the citizens of Vestaland. Because he really hates Virus Shadow, and he only works for Virus Shadow because he's got no choice. Which may be sad, but I kind of like the idea of having a character that is kind of stuck in the middle. Now we got the 2012 pilot, which I finally released last year. Now, that was actually made with a school friend.
Hey, what are you doing in the road?
Yes, and it was absolute cringe. And because it was so cringy, that's why it never came out in 2012. Which also in that same era, we got the Clabbish era, of course, which went from 2012 to 2014, or maybe even some of 2015 if you consider that Clabbish as well. But yeah, the Clabbish era had a lot of animal characters, not really so much Nintendo characters, and if there were Nintendo characters, it was mainly just Pokemon and Mario. And if you're wondering what Clabbish means, it means classic rubbish. Now we got Blue Yoshi's personality. Now, Blue Yoshi's personality was based on my teenage years, so how I acted as a teenager, but I think he ended up being a lot worse than I was. Which also, the reason why Blue Yoshi's age is 22, because it kind of acts like his expiry date, because he actually left Vestaland when my age was 22. And now we got Clabbish Vesta's personality, not his modern personality, his Clabbish personality. Now, Vesta's Clabbish personality was based on my childhood years, to my early teen years, which is why he acted a little bit childish and stupid. And of course, back when I had a high-pitched voice. I swear, back then I sounded like a chipmunk. Now we got section 10, the lowest section of the iceberg.
Oh boy.
Or, well, deep waters at this point. Now this section will start off with the Omega Dungeon.
Yep.
Now the Omega Dungeon was created as like an area where all scrapped ideas, negative thoughts, killed off characters, etc. and all that. Just one place where everything is stored to rot. And of course where Vara's shadow lives. But then on the opposite side, we also have the Alpha Gardens, and that was basically created as like a heaven.
Oh, really?
So if the Alpha Gardens is heaven, the Omega Dungeon is pretty much hell. Now we got killed off characters. Now, there have been quite a few killed off characters, mainly from the Clavish era. Notably Bluey and the Nothing Sellers. There also has been some plush I've donated, but luckily those weren't characters that had been killed off or something. Also, speaking of killed off characters, Blue Yoshi was actually originally gonna die, but I thought him going to Japan was actually a better way instead of killing him off. But at least he's coming back to visit now and then. Now we have Isabelle and Blue Yoshi's toxic relationship. Now the reason I broke them up is because that shit made me feel sick. And I was going to have them break up a long time ago, but due to many requests, I kept them together. And also there's been many times Blue Yoshi neglected Isabelle.
Yeah.
And also Isabelle regrets having a crush on Blue Yoshi now. Now we have some edgy jokes. Yay. Now, mainly the edgy jokes were from 2013 to 2015, and then again in 2020 and 2021. Now, 2013 to 2015, that was because I was a teenager being stupid and such and didn't really understand about YouTube's guidelines and all that. But then 2020 to 2021, the jokes were a bit edgy then, mainly to counter Copper. Now, speaking of Copper, Copper's actually on this list as well.
Yeah.
Now, back in 2019, YouTube got sued because they were saying the adult YouTube was actually for kids. So that led into 2020, quite a lot of my videos got marked for kids. So that's why I decided to counter Copper, I'd be swearing more often in videos. And even some of the language was uncensored. But now since Copper isn't too much of an issue now, I've kind of got a sweet spot now of there still being at least 1 or 2 swears in a video, but it being heavily censored, of course. But now in 2025, we've got another problem, which is the whole making YouTube 18 plus thing, which is a load of And to prove you're 18, you have to give YouTube your ID, which sucks, or a picture of your face. Now, lastly, we got deleted videos. Yes, I do have a lot of deleted videos. And I had to delete some even within the past couple of years because of YouTube attacking me because of my Clavish videos. So unfortunately, I had to private like 200, 300, maybe even 400 of those videos. But not to worry, if you do want to watch those videos, you still can, because most of them are on the Vesta and Friends archive channel. Yes, I've got another channel which I've uploaded my deleted videos, unfinished videos, and even clips and some beta versions of my new videos too. So check out the Vesta and Friends archive channel if you're interested in these types of videos. Well, anyways, y'all, I guess that's it for the Vesta and Friends iceberg. Wow, that took so long to film. Oh, I'm tired. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. And special thanks again to Cute Yoshi Lover for making this video possible. Anyways, I hope you are all excited for the upcoming plush video projects I have. And I hope you all have a great and amazing day. See y'all.
And that was that. So let's talk about our thoughts on the premiere of Total Drama Plush and the iceberg. Starting with the episode.
Starting off with Total Drama Plush. I gotta say, the cast is actually looking pretty solid so far.
Ah, that's good to hear.
So, I guess who do you guys think has the best chance of winning? We obviously we obviously can't say any of the actual champions because there's no way a previous champion is actually going to win.
Yeah, because it'd be unfair. I think my predictions are probably I wouldn't mind seeing Shredder win, or maybe Audie, or just to be funny, what if Alex won? And her prize could be a trip to the Vesterland stripper club. And Stephen Woody are there. Competing.
Yeah. Anyways, you know what would also be funny? What if Wallace won this season?
Honestly, and he could get a ticket, and he could go get and his prize would be a ticket to Wensleydale.
Yeah, it would be funny if it would be funny if one of these seasons we actually got like a joke. We actually got one of the. When's the last time we've actually had a goofy character win a season? What, Steve back in season 3?
Yeah, it was Steve back in season 3, unless you count the Chocolate Master and Vesta back in season 8.
I guess Chocolate Master does. Chocolate Master is kind of on the goofy side, but Chocolate Master has kind of become a bit more of a serious character ever since he was revived, you know.
Yeah, and ever since he first kicked Deadpool's butt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, I definitely look forward to seeing more of season 9 because this looks really promising so far. But
yeah.
Oh boy, look, you two is gonna have a lot of explaining to do once the beans spill.
Yep. It's only a matter of time before his real reasons of letting Ganondorf back get revealed. Well, all right. So I guess honestly, I'm surprised. I was genuinely surprised to see Crash come back.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think Crash would come back too, but I'm kind of happy about it. Oh,
yeah,
in the next 2 weeks. Thanks, Shredder.
Wait. Oh, okay. All right. That's all right now. All right then. That sounds good. But yeah, it sounds. It is pretty. It will be nice to see. It'll be nice to see Crash actually be more independent without
White
Yoshi, you know.
Yeah, so I am looking forward to this. I just hope Daisy doesn't get too aggressive. Like, she's supposed to be redeeming herself right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious as to how Daisy will perform this season because last time in season 5 she dragged her and Peach down into the bottom 3.
Well, if you know from Daisy's redemption arc, which is still ongoing by this video, I think Daisy's going to do her best to be good, especially since she's on a team with a child, aka Cream.
Yeah. I'm actually also surprised to see. It's also really cool to see Silver back in the season.
Yeah, funny he came back because he was one of the contestants that only competed once.
Yeah, he's one of the many one season wonder characters.
Yeah, so I'm glad he's back. But
yeah, seriously, Silver deserved so much. Silver deserved so much better.
Yeah, so I'm glad he's back, even if he has to compete against his ex.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, all right then. more importantly, I'm surprised to see Yoshat.
Yeah, Yoshet. Well, I'm kind of glad Yoshet's back because she was one of the characters that that was quite good. Like, and she has proven to be really good, and was also a big help for Red Yoshi's character arc.
Yeah.
His character development. And we would get to know more about her during Yoshet's Wild Date, if you remember.
Yeah.
Anything else, or do you want to go on to the iceberg?
Well, before we go on to the iceberg, I like to say I really do like I like this whole I like this new voting. I like this new voting set. I really like this new voting system that VAF made for Total Drama Plush because the YouTube comments were kind of
they were very rigged half the time.
Yeah.
Like, I think they were really bad, especially for Wallace. So I get that's actually one of the reasons why Wallace came back for season 9.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. Wallace deserved so much better back in season. Wallace deserved so much better back in season 7. I mean, like, wasn't he like the second contestant eliminated after Sonic was?
Afraid so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but seriously, like Wallace was way I know Wallace isn't everyone's cup of tea, but the dude's an OG through and through, and he deserved way much better than to be second boot fodder.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he's coming back, so I definitely think he's going to have a lot more luck here.
Yeah, also, by the way, Vav, here's some advice. When you're setting up the polls, make sure that people can't vote off. Make sure people can't vote more than once because this is actually a problem when watching SACE and in the first elimination episode, voters could vote more than once, and it got Larry eliminated first again. So just as an FYI, make sure the polls don't allow multiple votes.
Don't worry, because luckily in the video it confirms you can only vote once, so you won't have to worry about that.
But just make sure to keep that in the back of your mind.
Yeah, we don't want any rigs.
Yep, no wicks.
All right, but I think that's all for the I think that's all for the season. I think that's all for Total Drama Plush. Let's move on to the iceberg.
Yes, the iceberg, which is of course a remake to an old iceberg from long ago, and I'm glad we remade it because the old one has a lot of problems.
All right, yeah, that's all right. Good, all right, that's good. That's good.
All right, good. Now the iceberg. Now tell me, what was your favorite layer?
Honestly, I think the layer that surprised. Honestly, I think the layer that surprised me. I think one of the sections that surprised me most was the canceled Nabbit series.
Yeah, Nabbit was originally going to have a series, but it got canned, which is a shame.
Yeah, I never knew that Nabbit of all characters would be in contention with getting a new series. I mean, I'm not saying that he doesn't have any I'm not saying he doesn't have zero relevance to presence in the channel, but he is kind of just like Junior's friend, you know?
Yeah, he is quite vanilla. I'm figuring out what else to do with Nabbit, and I am helping Shredder with more ideas.
Yeah, because didn't you say that? Because back back in one of the anniversary streams, didn't you say that you didn't like Bowser that you didn't like Bowser Jr. because whenever Vath uses him, Nabbit, and Dry Bones in a video, it kind of feels like his videos.
Yeah, afraid so, and that's why I want to figure out what to do with Nabbit as his new role.
Yeah, I mean the only real other notable thing about him was the I have no mouth gag that I'm pretty sure died out back in 2016.
Yeah, but don't worry, I'm sure.
Yeah, I kind of missed that joke, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, tell you what, guys. I'll let Shirano know about this, and if he's still watching the video, we'll try and bring back that joke and find Nabbit's new role besides being Junior's best friend. I assure you.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else about the iceberg you want to talk about?
I wonder. I know there was something else that caught my eye, but I can't exactly remember. There is something that caught my eye. It's about the reasoning for Shadow the Gamer's cancellation. I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of didn't notice that Shadow the Gamer was just kind of gone, you know.
Yeah. Oh, look at this! Look!
Okay.
Yeah. So at least that's good. All right then. So at least that's good. So.
Well, I look forward to it.
What?
I just said I was looking forward to it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of surprised that honestly I'm kind of half surprised that Valve was actually planning to like straight up kill off Blue Yoshi.
Yeah.
I say half because I can tell that Blue Yoshi isn't I say half because I could tell by like especially in more recent years that Blue Yoshi was a character that Valve wasn't very proud of. So I guess I can kind of understand why killing him off was kind of on the boardroom, but I am kind of glad that he didn't go through with it because I do feel like him leaving Japan would be a lot better of it. I do think that him leaving Vesterland him just leaving Vesterland and starting fresh is way better for his character. Plus it does give him a chance to actually reflect on his past, you know?
Yeah, that is very true. Plus Shredder also made a community post about the reasoning behind Blue Yoshi, how he was originally going to kill him off, but he didn't. But he decided to change the idea because if he ended up killing him off, the fans would have been furious.
Yeah, I guess he was. Yeah, Blue Yoshi was kind of like part of the he was kind of like the main squad back then, you know, like Mario, Link, Sonic, and Blue Yoshi, you know. So I guess it would be pretty. So yeah, I can only imagine just how absolutely, and I know that the community would go absolutely ballistic if Blue Yoshi was just straight up dead.
Yeah, which is why most characters don't get permanently killed off, except for Clash characters, of course. So yeah.
Frankly, I'm surprised that he kept Sticks around. I mean, back in Plush Demise, when she got attacked, I honestly kind of thought that I honestly kind of thought that this was that would be Styx being killed off forever.
Yeah, but then if we did, we would no longer do the irrelevant jokes.
Yeah.
Plus, there are so many ideas for VAF Plush gaming, and they would go to waste if Styx was permanently killed. Plus,
Speaking of which, honestly, I'm glad this didn't happen. But honestly, like Plush, when Audie died in Plush demise, I honest to God thought that she was actually going to die.
Yeah,
I don't thought she was actually going to be like permanently killed. I mean.
Oh yeah.
VAF clearly isn't afraid to kill off characters, even though most of the permanently dead characters are ones that are either incredibly hated or basically have no purpose in Western friends. But
yeah.
But honestly, I was genuinely scared that would be the end of Audie.
Yeah, but it didn't happen because Audie is still alive thanks to Vanilla.
Yeah. Wait. You were planning to break them up in 2017?
Yep, that's if you remember from the video, he said about it in the video.
Oh my.
And if you saw that Perugly icon showed up, if you know, you know.
Yes.
Let's not talk about her.
Yeah, moving on. So, yeah. So, anything else you want to talk about the iceberg?
You know, I'm surprised that I'm kind of surprised that that the iceberg didn't mention like the old reaction videos because those are actually videos I actually remember watching a lot back then.
I didn't really think about them at the time, and even if they did, they would have gone into the deleted video section. And sadly, I don't think they'll be re-uploaded anytime soon due to copyright.
Yeah, I suppose, but yeah, I do good. But yeah, I did like quite a few of those videos though. I understand why they were discontinued though. Same goes for the
Oh, they're still on the they're actually on the archive server. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, all right, that's cool. But yeah, same goes for BMF 100's reactions.
Yeah, saying we can't get those archived, but for what we got, it is definitely really good. So I'm quite glad that you enjoyed the iceberg. And anything else before we wrap up? Especially since I got to go to bed soon.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I've talked about it. I think we're good to end off now.
Yeah, this was certainly a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Emily, JTG, anything you guys want to say before we end off?
Well, all I can say is be prepared for what's to come, because like Schroeder said in the video, we got a lot more projects coming up very, very soon. So be tuned for that and make sure to have your ones ready.
Oh, okay, there we go.
All right,
his old second channel before what's the name of his new secondary channel now?
Hold on, let me get it up for you. Let me get it. Let me find it before I go to bed.
Okay.
I know it's there. Where the heck is it? Hold on. Okay.
Dang, I was wondering what was happening to that channel, but
yeah, Maker Bros Productions. Maker Bros Productions.
All right, Maker Bros Productions. Yeah, that one. But yeah, those were. Yeah, I also remember. Yeah, speaking of which, I also remember when Wario used to do like reviews of certain games.
Yeah, those were strange times.
Yeah, speaking of which, I wonder when BMF 100 is gonna get his iceberg video.
We'll see. But for now, I think we'll just wrap up here. But who knows? We might ask him in the future. But until then, see you guys next time.
All right, bye, Emily.
Yeah, I got a good house. Let's see.
All right, and with that concludes reaction to not only Total Drama Plush Season 9, but the Western Friends Iceberg. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified by our next videos. And brace yourself, guys, because season 9 sure looks promising for Total Drama Plush. Until next time, thanks for watching, and happy 13th anniversary to Western Friends. Until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.